I try to use that word 5 or 10 or 15 times. I'm a teacher of English. So who knows better than you? So, first of all, good afternoon, Kushi.
Good
I hope
afternoon.
you are doing good.
Yes.
So, can you tell me something about yourself?
So my name is Khushi. I was born and brought up in Delhi. As far as my educational qualification are concerned, I'm graduated from University of Delhi and I'm pursuing my BA from Indraprasth University. When it's come to my work experience, I'm working with Jagannath International School. My
Mhm.
hobbies are I like reading books, listen to music, and dancing.
So, that's great. And you already know about me. My name is Gaurav, and I'm a teacher of English. So, who knows better than you?
Yes, exactly. You're a teacher of mine as well.
All right. So, as we have a topic in hand, that is how to, would you like to say
Improve.
that
Improve our communication skills.
quickly? So, a
Yeah.
lot of people are interested in learning English quickly in no time. So, you are also a learner. You might have a lot of problems also. So, what would you like to ask so that we can start by asking questions and answering, and in this way, we will continue this conversation.
First, basic thing that I want to ask is that what should we focus on for, rather the grammar or just the communicating with others?
Both are important because communication and learning grammar, they go hand in hand. When you are learning something, so whatever the little grammar that you understand or you learn, so try to practice that in your conversations. When you strike a conversation with someone, at least you will have a cushion. You will have certain things to talk about, and you know in your back of your mind that I know basic grammar, so I am able to frame sentences. But if you're not good at grammar, so then it becomes quite difficult to put your message across.
Yes.
So whenever you study English at home, I know you come in the class also. So whenever you study English at home, so what kind of things do you mostly do to enhance your communication skills?
I have been reading books now, and
Hmm.
I try to solve the worksheets when it comes to the grammatical part, like the tenses, active,
Hmm.
passive voice, because I find myself that I'm lacking on this side, on the grammar side. That's why I asked you this question.
Hmm.
So when it's come to the grammatical part, I do that. And as you suggested me to listen the podcast of to listen the podcast, so right now I'm doing that also.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, is it okay? Kushi, can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
There was some kind of problem with the connection. So you said that you have been listening to English podcast, right? So are you able to understand them now?
Uh, if I compare, so yes, now I'm able to understand that pretty much better. Earlier, I was not able to understand, but yes, now I am able to understand it, and even it is enhancing my communication skills. I find myself sometimes speaking
Just a minute. There is some kind of problem. I think there is a connection problem. I don't know from my end or your end. Are you using your Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Okay. It seems okay now. So you said that you have been listening to English podcast. So are they fruitful when you watch something? So how do you
Yes.
learn something from these podcasts?
The vocabulary that they use, the way they speak, and the information. Of course, it is fruitful as well on the basis of information as well. So I get lot of information from that also.
Okay. And a lot of people ask me questions regarding grammar. They say that learning English is something that they find it very difficult. They have a problem in tenses. So whenever they speak, they do not know which tense they need to pick or which tense they need to use in a particular situation. So, like you are also a student. So how do you take care of your grammatical mistakes when you speak?
See, when I start a conversation with someone, so somewhere it is in my mind that what tends to use. But when I was when I was speaking, that in between, even I also forget about the tenses.
Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask related to grammar or any kind of problems, as we have a topic in hand that is how to learn English quickly.
When it comes to the vocab, so how to enhance your vocab basically for the daily use words.
Daily use words, what you can do, like daily basis, we use Hindi, we talk to people in Hindi. So we can pick those beautiful or important words. Beautiful in the sense when you describe somebody or something, then you need adjectives. So you can make a list of them. And you don't have to simply write one specific adjective for one specific emotion or expression. You can go for their synonyms. So when you learn them, when you have four or five different words to express the same feeling, so then you will be more comfortable when it comes to speaking or when it comes to expressing yourself in a different way. Because most of the time when we use same kind of vocabulary, so it becomes quite repetitive. And now let's come to the second part of your question, like how to retain, like how to remember those words. So again, if you keep practicing and using them, though, like using those words in your day-to-day conversation, then it becomes quite easier. Because sometimes whenever we speak, so we have same set of words.
Right.
So whatever that we speak on daily basis, so what I do, like if I have a specific word or a new word, so I give at least some time to that particular word. I try to use that word 5 or 10 or 15 times during my practice. Sometimes I write the meaning, sometimes I use that particular word. I make a list of those words in my mobile phone. We have an application called Notice or something, Note. So
Yes.
Notepad or something, I believe Notepad, I think. So you can keep those words there, you can write them. So make sure that you use those words and use in the sense you need to check it because sometimes it becomes quite difficult. We have Instagram, we have different applications, so they are quite easy to access. But whenever we have a phone in our hand, we forget about Notepad, we forget about those important things. So
Right.
that's where we need to like remember that like these are the things which are going to make me different from others. So make a list and try to use those words and give yourself a challenge. These are the 5 words today. I'm going to use them in my conversation. So remember the context also. Sometimes we know the meaning, we know how to use it even, but we do not know the context sometimes, like which way are we going to use that. So we keep on adding different words and other person is not able to understand. We don't have to deprive other person from understanding.
Okay.
Yes.
And how to get the accent that you use. So how to do that also? Even I admire your accent so much. So how to get that accent?
uh, to be very honest, this is something that comes by practice. So I'm not rushing towards accent or British accent or American accent. I have done a lot of listening. I've listened to so many people, especially from Britain. I have watched Harry Potter series and many other movies. I did not know whether I would be able to learn English or not, but I was enjoying. Once you start enjoying the journey, the destination is not very far. But most of the people simply get pissed off, or sorry to use this word, or they get frustrated when they are
Yes.
learning something because they do not get the desired result in a limited time that they give. So you don't have to worry about it. Learn specific pronunciation of specific words. Clear? So you don't have to speak like a British or American. It will definitely come. You need to go for something that is called right pronunciation and that is quite neutral. You
Yes.
don't have to do it. And speak slow. You need to have a command on something that you are going to speak. Otherwise, it becomes quite difficult to speak sometime. Why I'm saying that? Because we do not have any control. Anything comes out of our mouth, and later on we regret that. I was able to speak well, but I did not know what happened at that time.
Yes.
So then things are not going in the right direction that we intend those things to go in.
Yeah, of course. I will do all these things now.
And another thing, like being a student, like do you sometime get frustrated or sometime like when the results are not there, we feel like quitting it. So does it happen? Because it used to happen with me a lot.
Yes, it happens with me as well. But then
Mhm,
again, I thought if being a teacher, I do these types of
mhm.
things, that then what I will teach to students. So that is the only thing that which push me back. No, that yes, I have to do it.
So you are a teacher also. You are teaching like in which school, I think, Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Yes.
So you are a teacher of English there. So how do you interact with the students or how do you make them talk? Because you also a passionate learner. So when it comes to speaking in English, so how do you engage people? Because sometimes it is quite difficult to make people talk.
See, recently, what I feel is that we didn't use dictionary. So
Mhm,
I make some activities for like a dice activity, so that they get engaged in that, and even they enjoy to do all these things. When they know that will teacher will give us the positive reinforcement, so they do
mhm,
that. So I feel myself lucky even that because of them, even I am also able to learn these things.
mhm. That's really nice because most of the teachers they do have ego, so they don't admit that. Even I always say that I learn a lot from my students because being a teacher you have to be a learner. So as you said that you try to indulge them in different activities, you make them do different things. So do you want to share in something which is quite fruitful that you have recently started doing in your classroom?
Recently, what I did is in my last class that I made some dices, like three dices. On the first one, I wrote vowels, and on the second one, that is a octagon dice, I wrote
Okay.
consonants on that, and the third dice has the numbers, the numericals, same like a Ludo dice.
Mhm,
So what I did is, like, if the class has 30 students, I divided them in the group of five. Each group
mhm,
will throw that dice. For example, on the vowel dice, A come,
mhm,
and on the consonant, B come. So on the number dice, the number come 4. So what they have to do is that they will find out four words from the dictionary which contain A and D. So through that, and I set the timer that the one who will do first, they will get the prizes. So through
Oh,
that,
that's great.
I also now I am also learning so many words because of them, and even I see the improvement in them also.
So which standard do you teach? Which class?
Third to fifth.
Third to fifth. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite difficult to manage like kids because I used to teach some of the kids. They because some of the parents brought some like quite young students. So it was very difficult for me because sometimes they don't want to study, they want to play or they want to do different things. So as you are already surrounded by so many kids.
Yes, so they only want to play, and what being a teacher, our responsibility is that turn all those studies into a playway method, so that they also
Mhm.
enjoy with us, and even I also enjoy with them a lot.
I feel jealous. I never had any teacher like this. Those interactive classrooms, I always like whine for them. No, it's okay. So when things do not happen, sometimes we try to make our own ways. So, anything else that you want to ask? Something that
No,
is there to ask?
no. Thank you so much for all these information.
Mhm. It's my pleasure. And you were asking about some of the books that you want to go for reading or you want to read.
Yes. So recently, I have finished the book. It was an Irish author. Her name is Clacky Gun.
You can start with the book that I suggested. I think that is um, Ruskin Bond. He's a nice writer. Short stories by Ruskin Bond. You will enjoy reading them because when you start a very thick book, so it gets very lengthy, and sometimes we lose interest and we are not quite regular while reading. So if you have a small story book or 4 or 5 pages of a story, so you can easily finish that and you can learn a lot. So later on, you can start reading those like big fat novels.
Yes.
All
Okay,
right, it's
definitely.
nice talking to you because I have a class at 4 o'clock, an online class. So we would definitely reconnect. So it's lovely
Sure.
talking to you.
Same here. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Pleasure is all mine. Keep learning and take care. Bye for
Thank
now.
you.